guys, it is me, Stace. Welcome to our very first seasonal Saturday video, and today we are working on a Christmas project. We're making a picture frame home decor item. On the inside I have a piece of blue cardstock. I went ahead and stamped and embossed the white snowflakes, added a ribbon to the top, and a little flower to the bottom. Alright, the stamp that I'm using is from Maymay. It is called Fancy Flurries. I will have it linked below. I really do like this one. You get a lot of snowflakes in it, and they also vary in sizes. Now, as I mentioned, on this one I did use my embossing powder. My first option though was to try the Stampin' Up! Whisper White Craft Ink on the same color cardstock, and you can see the snowflakes aren't as bright as I wanted them to be, so I did choose to emboss mine. If you want to, you can use wrapping paper or any kind of Christmas scrapbooking paper you like. The picture frame I got from the dollar store. It's 8 by 10. So the first thing I did was cut my paper down to be that size. I'm going to bring in a piece of copy paper, and I'm going to grab my little embossing buddy, and I'm going to work on the top half first. And this embossing buddy I got from Stampin' Up! As well, but if you want to, you can just use a sock filled with baby powder or cornstarch. All this does is help reduce some of the static. And I choose to bounce mine. If you want to, you can rub it. There's all kinds of ways you can do it. And it may leave a white film behind, but I'm okay with that. I think it just adds to the snowflake scene. Alright, so I'm going to keep on pouncing until I get it how I like it. Alright, I'm going to grab my Versamark ink, and the embossing powder I'm using, I just keep in a little container. This is the Nouveau White, and I also get that from Maymay. I'm going to open that up and put it over there. And I already have my stamps all on blocks already. I'm going to take my Versamark ink to the stamp itself and just stamp. And I want to go off my paper a little bit, just like we're making any kind of background paper that we normally make. Just grab a few of them. Put one kind of up here. And you do want to press down really well on them. Okay, let's grab this big one. And I choose to take the pad to the stamp versus the other way because the stamp is actually bigger than my ink pad here. And you want to press down really well on it. Alrighty, let's grab another one. I think we'll do this one right here. And what I like about this is that it's snowflakes. You know, they're all beautiful, but they're not perfect, you know. So if you mess up a little bit here and there, it's okay. Alrighty, I think I'll do maybe one more right over here. And I first tried this. I went ahead and did all of my embossing with then I used my embossing powder, and I didn't like it. So it's just easier for me to work on one half at a time. And I did run my heat tool for about a minute or so just to kind of get it warmed up. Alrighty, now I can see that one didn't come out all that great, and that's okay. Close that up, otherwise I will get embossing powder on it. Alright, I'll take my embossing powder, and I'm just going to sprinkle it on. And I'll fast forward the embossing powder part when I use my heat tool. It only takes a few minutes. Just want to make sure you get it nicely covered. Alright, so I'm going to kind of bend it and drop it down. I'm going to put that over here, fold this paper up, and scoop that back in. Close that, otherwise I'll blow my embossing powder everywhere. Bring a little cutting board. Now I'm going to, off to the side, I'm just going to kind of flick it a little bit, just to get off the extra embossing powder. And the first thing you want to do is look at this. I can see where my powder is, but you want to make sure there's no embossing powder anywhere. Otherwise, you'll actually emboss that part. But again, it's snowflake, so it's okay. All right, let's go ahead and heat this up. Okay, they are all done. You can see over here, it's kind of blotchy. That one over there is blotchy. That one over there, I missed one. And again, I'm okay with that. All right, let's set that aside and bring in our paper again, and we're going to just carry on and do the bottom half. Again, I'm just going to kind of dab it a little bit. You can dab, you can rub. Alright, let's grab some stamps that we have not used yet. I think I used that one. Let's grab this one here. Again, you want to just kind of press down. Hopefully you'll get even pressure on them. Alright, I'm going to grab that big one again. I do like that one. Whoop. Okay, put this one down here. Alrighty, and then we'll do, let's do this one. I'm going to kind of do that one over here, kind of off on the corner a little bit. Alright, I also think I want to put one up here in this corner. I think that one looks kind of plain as well. Let's grab, we'll do the same one. Just right there a little bit. Alright, again, I'm going to go ahead and close up my Versamark and bring in our embossing powder and do the same thing. Grab that little guy down there. And our last one, we're going to go in with all the smaller ones and kind of do a little bit of filling in. Alright, go ahead and sprinkle that off. Set that aside. Bring this in. Alright, I'm going to put a lid on that. Set it aside. And once again, we're going to heat these up. Just do a double check to make sure you don't have like embossing powder anywhere you don't want it. Alright. Go ahead and heat this back up. Alright. One more time with our embossing powder. Alright, now we're going to use all the smaller ones. And I already have all of them on a block. Grab my embossing powder. Now, because they're smaller, I can just take it right to the ink itself. And I think I have enough. Let me just... I tend to go overboard with this stuff, but I do think it does help a little bit. Alright, now we're just going to go ahead and kind of fill in here and there. Okay, let's do another one. Whoop, come back. And again, with these little ones, you want to make sure you go off the paper as well on the side. Okay, let's grab the smaller one. Put this one right here. Put one right there. So just kind of filling it in. Yeah, okay, we're going to do the little one. I love the smaller one. Just kind of filling it in here and there. Going off my page again. Put one here. I think we're good. Okay. Going to close that up. We are done with all that stuff. Let's grab our embossing powder again. Now I am going to go over the entire thing on this one. Do this half first. Just kind of get it all on there. And then kind of roll my paper that way to sprinkle it down that end. Now because I did it that way, I'm going to have extra embossing powder on top of everything else. So I do want to go back in there and kind of reheat all those up a little bit. Alright, let's take that out. We're done with that. We're done with that. And we're done with this. I'll take my little towel. I have embossing powder everywhere. I'm not a fan. I love embossing. I just hate the mess it brings. Alright, let's grab our little cutting board. And once again, we're going to heat this up. All done. What do you think? I really do like it. I'm going to take my rag and just kind of go over it just to get off any of the extra white I had. Okay, so it still has that cloudy look to it. And let's grab our picture frame. And the ones from the dollar store, they're not the best quality picture frames, but I think they're okay for this kind of craft. Alright, put that in there. Like I said, if you don't want to go through the hassle of embossing this, you can just pick up scrapbook paper, like a Christmas themed paper, or use wrapping paper. Lots of things you can use and get the same effect. Alright, let's flip it over and see how we are. I like it. Alright, now to jazz it up a little bit, I'm going to flip it over on this side and add some ribbon so I can hang it up. And I'm just using the same ribbon that we've been using. I mean, this ribbon will last me like forever, it seems. I'm trying to use it up and it just keeps on growing. And I have my hot glue gun over there kind of heating up. And what I want to do is I want to put the ribbon on this part of the frame, not this part. This, if I want to take it out later on, I can do that. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab our hot glue gun. I'm just going to put a dollop right here in the corner. And again, I'm on that black piece here. I'm going to take, this is wide, and just kind of roll it or twirl it and kind of sit it in that hot glue. I'm going to grab a pencil. It's going to help me push that down a little bit. This way, this is not permanent, the ribbon's not permanently attached to the frame, even though our flower is. Or our flower will be, so I do use hot glue on that as well. I want to get that in there really good. Alright, and then determine how high you want it. I don't really want it that high, I guess maybe right there. Gonna cut a chunk again off. Grab some hot glue. Again, just a little bit in that little corner right there. Give the ribbon a twist. Alright, and go ahead and push it in there. So, and the ribbon's optional. There's times I add ribbon to things and don't even use it as a ribbon. I kind of hide it behind it because I like it sitting up on itself. Okay, so I'm just kind of pushing that ribbon really into that hot glue, making sure it stays down really well. I'm guessing you can probably also use tape. And I'm kind of pushing the glue with my eraser over the top of the ribbon as well to kind of keep that back part from unraveling. Alrighty, take my scissors and I'm just going to go ahead and chop off the extra little bit I have there. Alright, we're going to kind of let that set up for a minute. Make sure it's not too hot, otherwise it will stick to my table below me. Yeah, I'm good now. I'm not going to put my fingers in it. Alright, flip it over. Now we have our hanger. And again, if you don't want to have the hanger, you don't have to. You can always put it back like that. Alright, I have this flower here. I'm going to go ahead and kind of fix it a little bit. Alright, and I'm going to take my Tim Holtz scissors and just cut the bottom of that off. Like that. Now it's a lot more flatter for me. And I'm just going to hot glue that right to this piece here. So I like this project a lot, and it's fairly easy. Like I said, I chose to emboss mine, but you don't have to do that part. You know, you can, like I said, you can use a pretty wrapping paper, you can use Christmas paper, but I do like the added flower to it. This way, you know, it's always going to be a picture for a Christmas home decor item, and you can always change this out year to year. You know, if your kids get their pictures taken with Santa Claus, you can put that in there and just do the same thing, you know, every year. Just going to push that in there. Again, I'm going to take my pencil, kind of take some of the glue off the eraser there and just push that into the glue really well. Because the glue, the frame is kind of indented a little bit. So it didn't take us too long, right? You can always come in and add a little bit of glitter inside there. Lots of things you can do with a picture frame, and it only cost you $1 from the dollar store. Alright, there you have it, my friends. Let me go ahead and put that over there, clean my mess up, and bring in the other one. I'm going to take my towel. I did manage to get embossing powder on it. Okay, so there's that one there. And again, if you don't want to have the hanger, just put it behind it and still really, you know, you can have it kind of lean up against the bookshelf. And then this one here. Again, the same idea. Really simple though, right? Alright guys, hope you enjoyed our very first seasonal Saturday Christmas project video. Any questions at all, please let me know. As always, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.